buddy. How do we rotate this? There we go. There we go. Nobody wants me peering into the camera, do they? Hi, hi there, Max. What you got? Are you streamies? Are you streams? Got fun? No, let's keep playing with the camera. I know, we always end up playing with the camera when we go live, don't we, Max? Let's try one more foot on this. Whoops. Hello, hello. How is everybody? Whoop. Woo. Hi, Max. I see Taco. I see KT and Marco and Connie. What's wrong, Max? I know you're super talkative. Rah, 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 rah. Max. Rah, 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 rah. Rah, rah, rah. Rah, rah. I know, I'm gonna go make you some eggies. I don't know, what's going on with your brother? T-Kel seems to have something to say. Okay, Max, just stay there, I'll be back. Release the clucky tube. What else do you say, Max? No more barking. Bark, bark. I thought we were about to have a walkathon. Oh boy, Max. That was pretty awesome, though. So, Max, we got a lot of things to talk about today. And, you know what else? We got Beak Fest. Can you hear T-Kel in the background, Max? Does T-Kel have something to say? Can you hear the microwave? Is it cooking? Oh boy. Pull up second device, realize sound's on. That wasn't good. Hi, Miss Linus. Hi, Greenbird. Oh, we've got a very happy cockatoo right now. Bird breath. Bird breath. Oops. it. Rah, rah, rah. Rah, rah, rah. There's a good one. Can we get a buck, 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 buck? Max, can we get a buck, buck, buck? No, climb up, climb up, climb up. I think TKL's trying to buck. Did TKL buck? My goodness, Max. I'm gonna pull this out of the microwave so it can cool down. I'm gonna check if it's cooked. Oh yeah, those eggies look cooked. I got an idea. Let's see if I can find what I want for it. Oops. That was not quite what I wanted. What's that? Boom. Hey Max, I'll be there in a minute. What you doing? You better not be climbing down. Okay. I'm just trying to set up some eggies for you. I'm gonna find something I want. Ho ho! We're gonna have some fun with eggies. Okay, that's gonna be fun. Just need to wash my hands so I can go get you real eggies. What? Are you having a good day, Max? You're very talkative. Do you like eggs? Is it eggy and you know it? If it's eggy and you know it, bok, bok, bok. You bok for eggies? You bok, I'll go get the eggies. You bok, bok, bok. You're pretty happy. Let's go get some eggies. Right, guess what I have for you next? Can you see something? What do you say, Max? You know what this is? It's an eggy cone. Do you want? I think you wanted that one. Is that tasty? Yum, yum. Is that good? Is that yummy? Are you suggesting that you might like some more? Should I go see if there's any more eggies? Okay, clean your beak. I'll go check. I don't know. Are there any more eggies? Chico has an idea. He just blew his nose at me. Oh boy, Max. Are there eggies? Are there eggies? Do you see eggies? Are the eggies going to do something fun? Let's see. Well, eggies are kind of this oval shape, right? Can you tell me what an egg looks like? And we'll see if we can find one for you. All right, Max. Let's see if we can find you an egg. Is this an egg? Is there something inside of this egg? Should we crack this egg? Help me crack the egg. Uh-oh. Can you open the egg? Can you crack it? Is there something inside? Something inside? Can you crack the egg? Max, what's inside? Get the eggie. Can you pull the eggie open? Is there something inside of that eggie? I think there was an eggie inside of that eggie. I think there was an eggie inside of that eggie. We might have to take another look. Was there eggies? Was there eggie inside of eggie? Oops, let's see. Hey Max, is that an egg? What do you do? Careful. You take the egg. Oh, you want to take what's inside of it. Is that tasty? Do you like what's inside of eggs? Have you eaten in the last month? You look pretty hungry. I mean, this is only your fourth bird fest. Oh, is that good? Okay. Let's see what else we can find for you. I'll get you yours in a minute, Tico. I haven't forgotten about you. This Mr. Max is hungry. You hungry? What that? Oh, what you got? That good pasta. Crunchy. Very crunchy. Okay. Now I bet you that there's a bunch of comments that I've missed. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Oh my goodness, look at all of the comments. Yes, Eggies are wonderful. Very wonderful. Oh, so yes, definitely Eggie time. And that means that Eggster is coming. Next week is Eggster. And we've got a week. I want to talk a little bit about what I have planned. We have lots planned. We have daily Eggster videos. We still have to make them, so it's going to be a lot of work, but we'll see what we can get. Hopefully, we can get those out in a good, timely manner. Would you like another one? There. Is that good? Oh, you were done with that, huh? Would you like the egg? It's empty now. Do eggs fly? Yeah. Eggs fly. All right, Max. Let's get you a toy while I talk. Oh, thank you so much, Barbara. Thank you. $4.99. So we're talking a little bit about Eggster. So we've got videos planned every day this week that are around an Eggster theme. Now, the reason I'm mentioning this is so you remember to check in and watch the videos, but also to let everybody know that we have a collaboration that if you want to get in on, it ends tomorrow. Any videos or photos are due tomorrow. We're doing a very special Eggster video. If you message me, I can tell you more about it, and just message me on any of the socials or maxthemoluccan@gmail.com. So what it is, if you send me a photo or a super short video, and here we're only talking 15 seconds, of your bird or peppers, we're equal species here, with some sort of Eggster prop. It might be an egg, might be a flower, it might be, we have any props around, Bunny? It might be a bunny. You like bunnies, Max? That bunny flies. Oops. Yeah, might be a bunny, might be a flower, could be anything. Up to your imagination, and just send that to us before the end of the day tomorrow if you want in on the collab. We do special collaborations at Hello Weird, at Birdmas, at special events, and it is kind of fun. We've got a mix of people joining us for the collaboration. We've got some really, really special guests, and I'm really excited about them, but I can't tell you who they are until the video comes out. But just to be aware of that. So, Tango, yes, you can get involved. Connie, I know Vasco's getting involved. But yeah, it's a lot. These collabs are always a lot of fun. Not a lot of effort to join in, but I mean, they are lots and lots of fun. Right, Max? So we've got lots of extra fun planned. Eggster Friday, Momager has the day off work, and she hasn't decided yet. She might decide to put on a live stream on Friday, so keep your eyes open for that. Might be a bit of a pop-up, might be something special. What do you think, Max? So Pie Girl has a really good question here, and I'm just going to read it out. Pie Girl asks, Nicole or other Canadians, do you know about the rules to import a parrot to Canada? Remember Roxy, the Moluccan from Kiev? They are trying to find a country without draconian rules to bring the bird. So, Pie Girl, there are a lot of special rules, and actually we'll talk about the rules for a little bit, that govern importation of protected species into other countries. Now, parrots, a lot of parrots are on the CITES 1 or CITES 2 list, and that means that they are considered to be endangered. Varying levels of endangerment in the wild. And if a bird is on a CITES list, it governs what can happen in terms of import, in terms of export. It prohibits things like catching them and distributing them as pets, but it also protects what happens crossing borders. Now, moving across borders for dogs or cats is much simpler than for birds. I don't know a lot about importing into Canada, but I do know a little bit about moving birds from Canada to the US. And I believe that the process to bring birds into Canada is quite similar. First off, you need to have some documentation that's going to establish that this is indeed your bird. You're not trafficking the bird across the border. You're going to need to have that bird vet checked, so we've got a good, clean bill of health. And you're going to have that paperwork that basically says, this is my bird, maybe he has a chip, maybe he has a ring, maybe there's some vet documentation that establishes what's happening. Obviously, in the case of a refugee or a refugee parrot, what's available for documentation may vary, and the government is quite aware of this with refugees. Now, if I wanted to take Max down into the States, doesn't matter if I'm moving there or even if I wanted to go for a visit, the border's a bit of a problem. There are only a few very specific border crossings that I would be able to use that will allow animals like Max to cross. When he's crossing that border, he would have to be looked at by a customs vet. That would be at my cost. That would be basically a veterinarian with the US Border Services. And he would have to be in quarantine for a period of time. And I mean, that would sort of be a bit of a no-go for me. I would not want to be separated from Max or have him sitting in quarantine in a facility where, oh my goodness, I'm not with him, what's going on? I mean, that would be pretty hard on Max too. I don't think he'd appreciate that. So there are a lot of regulations concerning importing. Now, one thing that may make it a little bit more difficult right now is the fact that avian flu has been found in many locations. I know England has seen it, I know various locations in the US have seen it, and most recently in Canada. Now in Canada, we saw earlier this week, Eastern Canada had been seen in Ontario. The Toronto Zoo established a lockdown for any of their birds. They said, we're keeping them inside, we're limiting visitors, we're actually not allowing visitors, we're limiting people to those who are involved in the day-to-day care of the animals. So basically people who work for the zoo who have a business reason to be in there, just to protect the flock. Calgary Zoo came out with this yesterday as well, because we've seen avian flu cases in Calgary. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about avian flu in a minute, but I think that might make it a little bit more complex. Now, having said that, we have been seeing some refugees from the Ukraine, across the world. There have been some coming into Canada, some going into the UK, some going into, Poland is obviously, and the EU are taking a lot of refugees. But the immediate border out of the Ukraine, they were allowing all sorts of animals across that they might normally have some restrictions on. Birds crossing, not a problem. Poland is very, very involved in the support. They've got a couple of really good bird rescues there. And I'm pretty sure that those bird rescues in Poland are the ones who would know where the bird could go from there, where they could go, what kind of paperwork they need, what kind of protection they need, and what's going on. So, Pie Girl, that's a little bit of a long story talking about Roxy, the Moluccan from Kiev, but there's always going to be a place. There will be a place. It may not be the country where the owner wants to land. There might be a lot of paperwork to come to somewhere like Canada, but I'm sure that they will find something that is possible. So, animals have really been a victim of war. It's something, we see a lot of videos. There's some humanitarian angles. You'll see people carrying cats, you'll see people carrying dogs. And we've been seeing a lot of posts about Roxy and the bird feeds on Facebeak. Roxy and Roxy's owner. They're together, they're doing well, they've spent time in bomb shelters and fleeing homes in a war zone. That's just incredible. And given how sensitive birds like Moluccans are, oh my goodness, I can just imagine how terrified that poor parrot must be. But the good news is he is with his owner. And at the end of the day, even if scary things are happening, being with your owner is probably the best thing. So, a bit of a long answer to your question there, Pie Girl, but there you go. Now, for the specifics on Canada, Pie Girl, I'm going to suggest taking a look at the website for the Canadian Border Agency. They will have lots and lots of documentation about Canadian rules, but it's definitely a process to import animals like Moluccans or African greys or other exotic parrots. There's also some provinces within Canada, and I'm going to use Saskatchewan as the example, where they have introduced an exotic pet bylaw. The pets who already live there, if registered, would be grandfathered in. But with Saskatchewan, I can't bring an exotic pet such as Max or Tico into that province. I cannot stop in the province. If I have the bird, I can pass directly through. But if you're passing through, you might want to stop for the washroom break or a bite to eat, or maybe even a hotel, and that's a problem. At that point, your bird could be seized. If you live in Saskatchewan, and we've seen this with a number of states as well, there are rules on what can happen to that bird. I could not, for example, if I lived in Saskatchewan, pass Max on to a family. I could pass him on to a family member, but family members might not actually appreciate the bird. I would not be allowed to rehome him with a friend. That would be a massive, massive problem. So in my will, I would be very restricted where I could set him. There's a lot of requirements there too. If the bird needs to be rehomed and a suitable home can't be found, they are euthanized. And I think that really works at cross purposes. They're trying to protect the animals, but the legislation, from my understanding, just kind of misses the mark. What we've seen down in the States with some of the legislation is prohibition of taking some exotics across state lines. Now, this means people might have a problem if they need to relocate for work or, just in general life. Maybe they wanted to move closer to family. Maybe they need to relocate for a job. That's a problem. They can't take their exotic with them. If they live in a state where the closest exotic vet is across a state line, they can't go to that vet. If they're looking for a rescue, they have to find a rescue within their own state. They cannot cross that state line. So that's how some of that legislation can be very damaging. The idea behind it is to protect the animals such as parrots and exotics from part of that pet trade, especially where people are breeding to flip them or catching them wild and basically rehoming them for profit. But what ends up happening is it hurts a number of species who are actually out there. So lots and lots of local legislation as well. Provinces in Canada vary, Pie Girl. In Saskatchewan, it is a provincial mandate, and the government of Saskatchewan has some good information on their website. You do have to read it kind of carefully to understand it, but it's out there. In provinces such as Ontario, the regulations around animals and pets is a bit more localized. For example, City of Toronto, City of Markham, and some of the other cities in Ontario have their own pet legislation, and that applies within their own municipal boundaries. So it is a mix of provincial, of civic, and then of course the border agencies have their own. So lots and lots of stuff there. So wow, we got into a little bit of a discussion there, but that's okay. Discussions are good. I'm going to catch up here on comments. Hi, Anne. What are the scissors on for chat? I've never seen them. I think that's if you want to copy something. I'm not sure. I've got my hand kind of busy. And I'm really glad that you joined us here for the first time. We always have a little bit of fun. We chat, we talk, we have some fun. Max, would you like... Oh, what are those? A barrel of monkeys. That's right. Let's do our monkeys. Einstein says you can clip a section of the video and share it. Just click on the scissors and it's very self-explanatory. That's pretty cool. Thanks, Einstein. Appreciate you letting us know that. No, KT, you won't cut anybody, but just a reminder, you don't want to run with scissors. Hey, what's this? Oh, boy. Hi, Linda. Hi, Oncology Dude. Connie says that she wants to try and make a video of Fastco, but does not know anything about editing or cuts, but she'll try it tomorrow. Connie, just reach out. I'll walk you through it. I'll help you out with that. Yeah, Einstein, it is a cool new feature. I actually kind of like the way that YouTube is promoting sharing videos and respecting copyright in doing so. The Shorts feature is a bit of an example of that. I had a few people asking when they were getting into Rocking Robin and they were watching Max dance to that, oh my gosh, why did you cut it off after 15 seconds? I was just getting into the mood. What the heck's wrong with you? And it's because I was using the Shorts feature. Shorts allows you to use video that would normally be protected under copyright. For example, that original video I taped with Max dancing to the radio, and the radio was playing Rockin' Robin. I cannot post that without potentially offending copyright and getting a copyright strike. And I'm very, very cautious about that. I don't want to get into trouble, and I definitely don't want anything to happen to the channel because it's growing. And I mean, we've got a lot of good community on here. We've worked really, really hard. So we don't want to see anything bad happen to the channel. Oh, isn't that right, Max? That looks fun. Let's see what else we have for a toy while I'm talking. Oh, how about this? Pretty chill right now. What? You just want to nibble? We can nibble. But with Shorts, I'm able to clip the sound and add the sound in YouTube. And I just overlaid the same music that Max was already playing with, which was Rockin' Robin. Oops. Wow, Max, you're throwing stuff. You want to play toss? You want to play toss? Oops, I'm not playing the game right, am I? Let's grab a bowl. Excuse me, Max. Oh, I think we're backwards here. Can we move all of these toys? I need to clip it onto something. Oh my goodness. Okay. Max, can you get it for me? Show me what you want. Well, if you toss it there, I can't toss it to you. Is that a new game? We're going to toss it there? All right, go get it. Excuse me, Uman, you're not playing it right. Oops. That's the way you play it. These ones are a bit lighter. They're harder to catch. Oh boy. 2 more? I got 2 more here. Oops. Oh no! Okay, toss. Toss. You're tired today, bud. Uh-oh, tired. And Mom's not tossing it right, is she? She's throwing it on the floor for you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's see, how are we doing over here? Lots of battery, okay. That's the way we catch it. But yeah, so using shorts, we can add licensed audio legally, and it is attributed via the shorts feature. You see the original sort of in the back corner, and that's okay. It protects copyright, and it prevents abuse as well. So, there's a monkey. Oh, monkeys fly. We get monkeys in my hair again, Max? Got it. Thank you, monkey. Monkey. Oh, we see too much work. You're tired today, buddy. Go get Mr. Monkey. Yeah, so they are, and they're also helping people share little bits of video legally. It still links back to my account. People can use it in various ways. It still gives me full credit, but it means that people might be easier job to discover us and find us. So that's kind of cool. Hi, Sue. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, Ornithology Dude said they had to shut down for 2 months because of avian influenza. Yeah, Connie, we've seen you starting to post a bit of Vasco on InstaFlock. It's really, really cool to see Vasco. Such a special bird. Such a special bird. Yeah, Connie says in the Netherlands, all birds must stay inside because of avian influenza. Okay, let's keep scrolling. So Anne has a really good question. Anne, I'm not sure if it's Anne or Annie, and I'm always very cautious about how to pronounce names. So if you let me know in the comments the correct pronunciation, I'll correct myself and try and get it right. And same with pronouns. If I get your pronoun wrong, please let me know. So Anne asks, I have a quick question. Is this bird flu like the mysterious flu or illness that had killed a lot of songbirds last year? Is it the same flu? And I'm not sure right now if quite what the story was with the songbirds. But avian flu, we've seen outbreaks of it before. It is very, very virulent, and it is passed with wild birds, and it limits what you're able to do. You know, basically, if your flock catches it, your entire flock is in quarantine and may have to be destroyed. This is a big deal for some of the chicken farms. The zoos are closing things down and implementing some biohazard procedures and biohygiene procedures. So, I mean, just like humans had to be super cautious with pandemics like COVID, and we had restrictions, similar thing for the birds. Now, you know, if a bird catches avian flu, they're likely to get quite sick. There is the possibility for them to pass it on to a human, and avian flu in humans is also not a good thing. So it can transmit between species. And there's a few other animals that are also impacted by it or susceptible to it. You can catch it. But most birds who catch it, I mean, death is not an unusual outcome. It is quite dangerous. If flockers, if you're interested, I might put out a bit more of a video talking about it. What we're doing right now to protect Max And I think that that's really, really important to talk about. Max loves going outside. He loves sitting on his patio. He loves his patio furniture. Well, I'm very sorry, Max. We're not going to be sitting on the patio because wild birds sometimes visit your patio. And that is kind of sad. I know you like your patio. Get you some toys. So we're not going to be sitting on the patio because there's too much risk out there with the wild birds. I don't know if a wild bird sat on something. And although I could try to disinfect, current furniture out there is woven. I do have one of the patio chairs that's been inside for quite a while now, and we use it sometimes for Max to sit on and chew on, right, Max? You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't chew on my chair. Would you chew on my chair? Naughty bird! Hey, what's this? So I don't think I can adequately really protect, especially since it's now known to be in Calgary. Now, when we go outside walking, Max remains on my arm. He does not come into contact with anything outside except the open air. And the risk to Max, if we are walking outside and distancing from everybody, here the social distancing rules of COVID come in, 5 feet, right? But if we distance from everybody and he's on my arm, the risk to be outside, other birds never come close to him. The risk for him to be outside at that point is the same risk as me having an open window in the house with air exchange. So that, but we're probably going to really limit what happens, where he goes. We'll keep our walks relatively short, just in case. But we're definitely watching what's happening and we're being super, super, super careful. Tico and Tikal, they're not as fussed about the outdoors. They don't get upset if they don't go out. So they will be experiencing outside through open windows and, looking out the window. We've got screens in place. Oh boy. Yeah, ornithology dude makes a good point that avian influenza has been around for a long time, but there's some new strains, so it's actually very difficult to do anything. Yeah, but definitely, attracting birds to your property right now, if you have a flock inside, don't do it. I mean, don't put out a bird feeder on your property as you might normally do so, because that's going to attract birds to your property. And if you've got a flock inside that you're trying to protect, you don't want any extra traffic. Things such as when you're outside, if, for example, I'm sitting down on some chairs outside that maybe an outdoor bird could have sat on or pooped on, and then I come inside and I sit on my own furniture, there can be contamination through that. So I'm going to be super cautious if I'm outside about changing clothes. One problem out on farms is people walking into chicken coops need to put on things such as foot coverings so that they're not tracking organic matter from outside the coop inside the coop. And that organic matter, of course, could have been infected by wild birds. So there's a lot of careful things to do. But yeah, hi Linda. Oh my goodness. Oh, poor Max. I know. You're just a little goose today. Let's see if I've got more toys for you. What do you want? What have I got? Oh, there it is. I found your piano, Max. That the one you wanted? Gonna dance? It's a pretty calm song to dance to. got? What you got? You gonna start it again? Want music? Max, I think you just want a nap today. I mean, that's okay. Oh, I see lots of new feathers coming in. Yeah, Ornithology Dude says that he volunteers at 3 zoos and can tell you how difficult avian influenza is to work around. Oh, goodness. My goodness, my goodness. Yeah, Pie Girl suggests with avian influenza, have outside only shoes that you never wear inside. One thing in Canada that we do, and I know is not the same in all countries, when I walk inside, the first thing I do is I take off my shoes. I've got slippers inside or socks. With the flock, they always drop caltrops. You don't drop stuff, do you? Oh yeah, you do. So there always needs to be something on my feet to protect them because trust me, stepping on little pieces of Lego hurts. But I always wear something on my feet indoors, and I do have a mat at the front door where I switch out the shoes. So that's definitely one thing. Oh my goodness. Miss Linus, if you are doing that, putting out some seeds and pellets that you don't eat anymore and just feeding out the outside birds, consider better locations to do that are further away from your home. You know, I think it's still really, really important to promote the outside flocks, but you want to discourage them from coming up to your house and be on your property. Hi, Aya. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Anna Marie says, I remember take down bird feeders and empty bird baths. Yeah, you know, don't promote them near your property. Oh, Max, definitely, Barbara. He loves getting preened. He's got a bunch of new feathers right now, and he's a little touchy about some of them. You need a shower today, Max. Did you know that? We're going to get a shower. Uh-oh, did we say the S word? We better not say that. I know our friend Einstein got in trouble for using the S word and got a couple of videos demonetized because of it. You know. Oh, yeah, we got to watch your language, right, Max? Tiffany says they've had several, oops, where did that comment just go? Where did you go, Tiffany? They've had several farms killing their stock because of the flu. Yeah, absolutely, Tiffany. We've actually seen avian flu coming up to Canada from the States, so it's probably similar. Oh, Sue, sorry to hear you're not having a lot of luck with your Wi-Fi. I don't think we're going to do a pop-up with the other flock today, but we might do something tomorrow. We've got a lot to do today. It's just a really, really busy day, right, Max? Oh. Yeah, there you go, Max. Is that good? Is that good? Super Max. Oh, there we go. Yay! Got Super Max. We're suddenly waking up again. Oh, you're not in the mood for that today, are you, buddy? Oh my goodness. How about one of these? A block of wood. That was rude. Is it a blue day? Everything blue. We got a blue monkey, we got blue wood, we got blue egg. And now we got a blue mark on the wall. Thanks, Max. Yeah, Max is definitely in a mood. But I mean, we all are allowed to get into moods, aren't we? Let's see. Oh, Max got some very special mail this week. Connie, is it okay if I show what we got? Is that okay? Connie, can we show our Easter card? Oh, Connie says, okay, excellent. So we went to the mailbox. We are actually trying to go to the mailbox on Thursday night to check for mail. And we met a couple of new neighbors and started talking, and Max was super happy. We stayed social distance, but Max got to stay out late at night. And that was his first time out at night. But when we checked our mail on Friday, since we didn't get to the mailbox, we got a really, really lovely Eggster card from our friend Connie. And right there, that is Vasco. Vasco's pretty special, but so beautiful, and it's so thoughtful. An Eggster card all the way from the Netherlands. So that really made our day, and that is some of Connie's own artwork. Max, you missed your tray. You almost hit my foot. So yeah, really, really pretty. So thank you for that, Connie. Connie's artwork is going to be featured in some of our Eggster videos, so stay tuned for that. We've got some special artwork from that. Excuse me, Max, I just need to clean up the floor before this sinks in anywhere. That was a sloppy one. Oh, Aki. Aki. I need another cloth. That's not a cloth. If you have birds, you understand what I'm doing right now. Cleaning up poop. Oh boy, Max. Oh boy. So there you go, Max. Oh, what a bird. Eggster, yeah. Well, everybody knows that Max has a special identity, right? He's the Eggster bunny. And I'll show you proof. Did I get proof, Max? Well, enlist a friend of yours, Max. Will a friend of yours help? Oh, that's not going to work. Another friend of yours maybe might help. It's hoodie time. We're not going to put on a hoodie ourselves, Max, because we're not going outside right now. It's chilly out. But we have someone special who can help. So proof that Max is the Eggster bunny. He's got a special hoodie for Eggster. It's being modeled by his good friend, Einstein, the stuffy. Oops, there we go, we'll fix that. Oh, I got wrinkled, buddy. But just look at those ears. So this is Max's Easter hoodie. So proof that Max is actually the Eggster bunny in disguise. Right, Max? Yeah. So Tango, I was going to ask Karen to help model it, but Karen refused to turn her head back so she'd look out front. She wanted to bury her head in the hoodie. So really sorry that she couldn't come out to play today, Tango. But we are going to have a lot of Eggster fun, a lot of plans this week, some shenanigans. Yeah, do you like your hoodie? Oops, let's pop it here. Yeah, it's your hoodie, isn't it? You can wear it. Probably not right now because you're tired. We're not going outside right now. You know, we probably are not going to be going outside much this summer, buddy. I'm sorry. I know, it's terrible. It's terrible. But yeah, we've got some footage of the bunny suit from earlier on. Yeah, Max is like, blue, please. Actually, he does not mind other colors. I mean, he's this lovely, lovely peach color. Now, you don't realize just how peach he is until I hold up something that's white. And, no, actually, here we go. This has some white on it. Oops. So if I hold this up to him, you'll notice that the edges of this are white. So Max is not white. He's actually a bit of a peach color. Isn't that right, Max? Trying to show off your color. But he's not as bright peach as some other birds that we know. Yeah, we're trying to keep safe. Actually, Max is pretty good about his hoodies. It's just we don't put them on when he's on this perch because it's a reach up. He's pretty tall. When I'm standing beside this perch, his top of his head is probably about level top of my head. Thank you, Connie. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Max, I know, Gesundheit. Yeah, bunny ears. Yeah, you got your bunny ears, buddy. But we've got some fun stuff that we have planned. Sue says she got her 2 pins and 3 magnets this week of the Birdie Boys and loved them. Excellent, excellent. For those of you who don't know, we do have an Etsy store. And we have a number of fun things on it. We have magnets, we have acrylic pins, so acrylic label pins, we have stickers, and we have something else that we're adding very, very, very shortly. So cool. Connie says that she got hers. Tango's still waiting for his. We actually, we had some stuff that we sent off earlier this year, just after Valentine's Day or around Valentine's Day. I can go back and check the dates. Where Canada Post, I don't know what the heck they decided to do with it, but one of the packages was a surprise for our friend Einstein. It arrived yesterday. I was a little bit livid that it took so long to get there, and a little bit surprised that it actually arrived. I was going to resend to Einstein. Like, Einstein had no idea it was coming, but I was pretty upset that it took so long to get there. So it's now an Eggster surprise for him. Lucia says, I don't mind being humiliated for the sake of my fans, but that hoodie's pushing it. Yeah. No. Yeah, it is really frustrating when Canada Post is slow with things. We're actually, for the larger packages, we're going to be moving to something with a bit more registration so that we've got a little bit way of tracking it. Just for security for everybody. If things don't get somewhere, we will resend them, but we don't want to be doing that all the time either. Sue says she wonders if our trucker strike here was why the mail was later lost. You know, it could very well be. It really could be. You know, with mail, there's no guarantees, and that's the frustrating part. So yeah, Tiffany too. So, you know, we'll just keep our fingers crossed that things are going to show up if the mail's running late. Tango says maybe by Burgess. Yeah, Connie got 2 things yesterday, one from us and one from Sue. And the really funny thing was, Sue is also in Canada, and Sue's package to Connie went out weeks after the one that was sent from us to Connie. So, yeah, just ridiculous. Sue says she heard some of the mail back then was lost or late because we just had Einstein show up. So it's frustrating. I mean, if we could drop things off by hand, we would. I think we're going to start taking a videotape when we drop something in the mailbox so people can see that it's been dropped and you know, something like that, just so you've got the proof that something did go out to you. But yeah, hi Max, hi buddy. So super frustrating when we see things showing up late and we're at the mercy of Canada Post. But we do have some goodies on the store, so any of the larger goodies are going to start going out with some tracked mailing, just so we've got a bit more control over them, which I think is important. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just pull a feather? Did I pull a feather? Did I pull a feather? We actually had one other person where the mail had done something goofy, and they got both packages. The second package arrived at the same time the first package arrived at the same time the resend arrived. They were a little bit surprised to get both of the mail, and it's like, oh my goodness, now what? So yeah, it's really frustrating dealing with Canada Post. Hey bud, what you doing? Is that good? Ooh, ear rub. Yeah, I got an ear rubby. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Maxie. I know. What's the Max to do? Yeah. Oh, rubby under the wing. Yeah, rubby under the wing. Anyhow, flockers, I think we're going to let every birdie go. I'd like to thank Barbara again for the super chat. Keep an eye on our store. We've got some cool stuff coming in. We've got one hoodie magnet coming out. It's actually Etsy put a hold on it. It's under investigation to see if it's a prohibited item. And I'd like to explain to Etsy that no, it is a magnet with a picture of a parrot. It is not an actual parrot that we are selling. Do have some rules on that, but I'm sure that one will be released really soon. Kind of excited about the hoodie collection. The hoodie pins are super cute. Max, oh my goodness. Oh, we tipped one. Did we tip one for you? Yeah, we did. All right, flockers, you have yourself a wonderful week. Barbara, if you go to Etsy and search for Max and Moluccan, the other way to find the store is when we end the video, look in the description. The Etsy store is linked in there. Anything from Etsy ships direct from Max Central, which means right here from our place. And anything the shirts and the socks and the coffee mugs are done by a company called Spring, and Spring is responsible for shipping and all of the logistics with that. We just provide the designs and run the store on that. I know, Max. Oh, buddy. But I'd like to wish everybody a wonderful day. Oh, that's right, Miss Linus, phone cases as well. So I want to say bok, everybody. Have a good week. Max, you ready for a nap? I'm going to say, how about your close-up? Here's your close-up. Oh, bok. I think your siblings want to